So in Model 5 only we'll study about Nyquist plot. Nyquist stability criterion. A stability test for time invariant linear systems can also be derived in the frequency domain. It is known as Nyquist stability criterion. It is based on the complex analysis result known as Cauchy's principle of argument. Note that the system transfer function is a complex function. By applying the Cauchy's principle of argument to the open loop system transfer function, we will get information about stability of the closed loop system transfer function and arrive at the Nyquist stability criterion. The importance of Nyquist stability lies in the fact that it can also be used to determine the relative degree of system stability by producing the so-called phase and gain stability margin. These stability margin are needed for frequency domain controller design techniques. We present only the essence of the Nyquist stability criterion and define the phase and gain stability margin. The Nyquist method is used for studying the stability of linear system with a pure time delay. For a SISO feedback system, the closed loop transfer function is given by m of s is equal to g of s divided by 1 plus h of s into g of s, where g of s represents the system and h of s is the feedback element. Since the system poles are determined as those values at which its transfer function becomes infinity, it follows that the closed loop system poles are obtained by solving the following equation: 1 plus g of s into h of s is equal to 0, denoted by delta s, which in fact represents the system characteristic equation. In the following, we consider the complex function d of s is equal to 1 plus h of s into g of s, whose zeros are the closed loop poles of the transfer function. In addition, it is easy to see that the poles of d of s are zeros of m of s. At the same time, the poles of d of s are the open loop control system poles, since they are contributed by the poles of h of s, g of s, which can be considered as the open loop control system transfer function obtained when the feedback loop is open at some point. The Nyquist stability test is obtained by applying the Cauchy's principle of argument to the complex function d of s. First, we state Cauchy's principle of argument. Cauchy's principle of argument: let f of s be an analytic function in a closed region of the complex plane as given in the figure, except at a finite number of points. It is assumed that f of s is analytic at every point on the contour. Then, as s travels around the contour in the s-plane in the clockwise direction, the function f of s encircles the origin in the plane in the same direction n times, with the n given by n is equal to z minus p, where z and p stand for the number of zeros and poles, including their multiples, of the function f of s inside the contour. The above result can be written as arg of f of s is equal to z minus p into 2 pi, so 2 pi n, which justifies the terminology used, the principle of argument. So Cauchy's principal argument you can see in the figure when z is equal to 3 and p is equal to 6, when n is equal to minus 3. Nyquist plot. The Nyquist plot is a polar plot of the function d of s is equal to 1 plus g of s into h of s. As s travels around the contour given in the figure, contour in the s-plane. So you can see my real axis and imaginary axis and the s-plane. The contour in this figure covers the whole unstable of plane of the complex plane S. R tends to infinity. Since the function d of s, according to the Cauchy's principle of argument, must be analytic at every point on the contour, the poles of d of s on the imaginary axis must be encircled by infinitesimally small semicircles. Nyquist stability criterion. It states that the number of unstable closed loop poles is equal to the number of unstable open loop poles plus the number of encirclements of the origin of the Nyquist plot of the complex function d of s. This can be easily justified by applying Cauchy's principle of argument to the function d of s with the s-plane contour given in the figure. Note that Z and P represents number of zeros and the poles respectively of D of S in the unstable part of the complex plane. At the same time, the zeros of D of S are the closed loop system poles and the poles of D of S are the open loop system poles. The above criterion can be slightly simplified if instead of plotting the function d of s is equal to 1 plus g of s into h of s, we plot only the function g of s into h of s and count encirclement of the Nyquist plot of g of s h of s around the point -1 and j0, so that the modified Nyquist criterion has the following form. The number of unstable closed loop poles Z is equal to the number of unstable open loop poles plus the number of encirclements n of the point -1 comma j0 of the Nyquist plot g of s into h of s, that is Z is equal to p plus n. Phase and gain stability margin. Two important notions can be derived from the Nyquist diagram: phase and gain stability margin. The phase and gain stability margins are presented in the figure. Phase and gain margin as shown in the diagram. They give the degree of relativity stability. In other words, they tell how far the given system is from the instability region. Their formal definitions are given by phase margin is equal to 180 degree plus arg of g of j omega cg and h of j omega cg. Gain margin in decibels is 20 log 1 by g of j omega and h of j omega in decibels, where omega cg and omega cp stand for respectively gain and the phase crossover frequencies, which is shown in the figure. So g of j omega into h of j omega is equal to 1 for omega cg, and arg of g of j omega h of j omega is equal to 180 degree is equal to omega cp.